My name is Jeff.
That's fucking awesome at the same time.
Yeah, that should be on Vancouver's song. Screw this home of the 2010 Olympics. It should just say fucking awesome at the same time.
Pretty much.
Hi there. Happy Wednesday. It's January 23rd, 2019, and I'm Eric. Talking at you as always from beautiful downtown Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, where if think before you speak became a law, a lot of people would be quiet today.
I don't know. There's some pretty fucking stupid people out there, so I don't know about that.
if it was law that you had to think before you said something, a lot of people would still have nothing to say right now. Because apparently everyone I talk to today just that they're not thinking. It's just astronomical. The idiots. I swear, I know I said it off the air, but I have no idea what I did for entertainment in the time from when Alf went off the air to when flat earthers and vegans came to be. They're just, I don't know. I've never had this much fun in my life with people.
It's like shooting fish in the barrel, though. You know what I mean? Like, it's just so easy.
It's just, I
don't have to fuck with them.
I was actually put a thing on a Facebook, what do they call them, a thread, an anti-vaxxer thread, saying, yeah, you know, there is no proof that vaccines actually work on all these diseases that have been eradicated since we started using them. Yeah, it's just like there's no, it's just a coincidence, obviously. Just like it's just a coincidence that all the other planets are warm except for ours. It just fucking makes sense if you don't think about it.
It's pure coincidence.
Just coincidence. Like, how are people so stupid? How are we getting stupider?
That's the thing I don't understand.
We keep calling it the information age. We have just endless information at our fingertips, and no one's consuming it. Or they're consuming, I don't know. I'm sorry. Go on, how are you tonight?
I'm doing good, buddy. How you doing?
I'm all right. Welcome to the show. I mean, if anyone's going to ever write into us to Eric and Gordon at Outlook.com, tonight is the night to do it. Or give us a call, 604-655-9630. We're going to cover a lot of ground tonight, including, Gordon, I do want to get to your CBSA story because that's fantastic. Sorry, get a word in before
yeah, fuck the CBSA. Fuck Trudeau. I got a little minor rant about that piece of shit right now, and Trump's organization has been photoshopping his pictures to not only make him thinner, but to make his fingers longer.
Oh, what a shock.
I mean, longer fingers. How the fuck has that become something?
Because he's got those freaky little short Tyrannosaurus arms.
I guess, but just like a longer finger, though? That's just downright.
It's just one of those things. It must be a sign. It's probably a sign of virility or something like that.
It may. I don't know. It's fucking weird.
Is anyone surprised he's being it's Photoshop? Don't you expect that now? You expect things to be Photoshop. Like every phone has apps to make your selfies better and shit. Is that news?
No. It's just it was the longer finger thing, like making them thinner, sure. You know, change the background so it makes it look more homey, sure. But one finger longer than the rest, and significantly longer, like two knuckles longer. Like,
it's the middle finger, isn't it? Is it?
It's pointy finger.
Oh, pinky finger.
Mm.
Oh, that's good. Oh, pointer finger. Yeah, no, there's a thing about that, right? There's a thing about whether your middle finger is longer or your index finger, and that means something.
Yeah, it's supposed to mean something. I don't know what it means.
I forget. I'm gonna have to look that up. I totally forget what it is, but it's like important. So maybe it really is important to some people.
I don't know.
You know, it's like all those shit things they test you in school, like if you can roll your tongue or if you, I forget what they all were. You know that stupid shit they make you do. If you can, people who roll their tongue.
I always like the one if your hand is bigger than your face, then you punch the guy's hand in your face. My favorite,
my absolute favorite. I actually had something similar to getting punched in the face last night. It's brilliant. You got to try this next time. There's a girl washing the floor here. Yeah. And it's just pristine. It's like, it looks like a queen's table. This floor, it's so clean. She stops to take a look at it. And everyone's kind of quiet. We're all humble about how clean this floor is. And I just took a big bowl of chili and fucking threw it right in the middle. It was the look on her face will bring me joy for so long. Thank God she had a good sense of humor and she knew I fully intended to get up and clean it, and I apologize profusely. But just the look on her face when for that split second she thought I was serious. Good. Worth its weight in gold, I tell you.
Oh, that's genius.
Oh, everyone in the room was just horrified. Oh, so like, how could you? Oh my God.
Oh, that is spectacular.
Just brilliant. But she was really cool about it, thank God, because that could have gone really, really bad.
Oh, absolutely.
But it's just one of those things. You know, hey, I just want to speak to the listening public for a minute, guys. Here, you know that part where you scream, "You're not funny," and you go running away? That's what makes it funny. That's what I'm going for. So, you're welcome. I don't know, but. Yeah,
I will say, on behalf of the general population, thank you.
That's me winning, just so you know. So that part, that's the part that's funny for me. I know it sucks for you, but there you go. That's a little insight into who I am.
It's like those when you see somebody, like they say, when you see somebody mopping the floor and you point to a spot, just go, you missed a spot.
The best. Or so when someone's cleaning a window and you just walk up and plant your fingers right in the middle of it.
Yeah.
Nothing feels better than that. That is like sex for my sense of humor.
I love being an asshole.
It's great. It really is. And I've been accused of it many, many times on all different levels today. And I eat it up, people. So keep it coming. Keep the Facebook's always a good place to get me. Eric and Gord have a brand new Facebook page. It's Podcasts with Eric and Gord. It's a great page. It's getting a lot of popularity. It's better than our last one, and it's a lot of fun to maintain. I just started it last night.
Yeah, it's cool. That's where you've been putting some of the pictures and whatnot on, isn't it?
Yeah. We also have a brand new Twitter feed that's it's podcast specific, and that's they put it under my name, and I can't change it unfortunately, but it's Hunt_Brennan. At Hunt_Brennan. That's the Eric and Gord official Twitter site. It's also you can reach us on Instagram now. You can phone. You can email. You can go to our website, ericandgord.simdif.com. There's like 80 million different ways to get a hold of us. So please do. And if you want to argue with me about some stuff, I would love it. Especially if you're a vegan. Yes, or a flat earther. So first of all, this Covington kids, these Catholic kids, the native guy story. I don't know how closely you've been able to follow it because you're working so much, but it's just spinning out of control. It's become this giant fucking thing. And I decided tonight I'm going to put it to bed for everyone. I'm just going to end the conversation tonight.
I have been following it a bit. I apparently seem to be one of the few people who have actually watched the whole 2-hour video.
Yeah, no, the people have already tried to counter that by saying they were being rude to women as they walked by, and they were just as antagonistic as the back Missouri guys. And here's the thing that I want to say. Number one, that guy lied about his military record. He's not a Vietnam vet.
Yep.
But that's neither here nor there. Let me point. I don't know why no one's maybe no one has the balls to point this out, but I'm gonna cut through the haze for everybody right here tonight on American Corn, and anyone can run with the story if you want. But here we go. The Rock Israeli guys, they were being fucking obnoxious pricks.
Yeah, fucking right.
And the native guy with the drum, he was being a fucking obnoxious prick.
Yeah.
And this group of teenage boys, they were being obnoxious fucking pricks. All right? There's no, and let me be the first to venture forth with a novel idea that there's no one more fucking obnoxious and annoying than religious extremists, natives with drums, and teenage fucking boys. Why is this even a fucking news story? The three most obnoxious groups of people on the planet were obnoxious when they got together to no fucking shit.
The only thing we're missing is a vegan.
Yeah, there should be a vegan and a fucking anti-vaxxer in there to make it. Everyone's just being an asshole. Why can't we just put it to sleep? The little kid's a fucking prick. Yeah. I saw him on the interview with his big clothes trying to look like a little innocent kid. Who do you think you're fooling? You can't fool us anymore. It doesn't work the way it used to. Yeah, they put the light on his face to make him look innocent and the oversized clothes so he looks like a little kid. No, you're a big fucking teenage prick. Every teenager's a prick. This isn't me. We were pricks when we were teenagers, and the teenagers before us were pricks too, and the teenagers, when our kids are teenagers, they're going to be fucking pricks. This is not a fucking news story. And it shouldn't be something that stopped the presses for 2 goddamn days.
I don't think I can agree with that anymore.
It's just absolutely mind-boggling to me that this is going on as far as it's gone, and that people just admit it. You fell for a fake fucking news story. I did it last year. I fell for one about the NAMBLA people. Oh my God, my phone's just my notifications are going off the hook here. I did it with when the NAMBLA thing came up again, and it was a fake news thing that I fell for, and I had to openly admit it right here on the podcast because I went fucking banana hammock on people.
I remember that.
And I was wrong. I was tricked. I had to admit it. It sucked. It really sucked for me because that's like once ever. But this one just, you guys got to admit you were wrong and stop trying to make up shit to cover for it. All of a sudden there's these women that were offended. Oh, what? A bunch of teenagers were rude to middle-aged women? Oh, fuck. This is not news.
Just grow the fuck up.
Exactly. Grow the fuck up. Put this fucking thing to bed. It's stupid. And these kids are in Kentucky. Come on.
That pretty much explains everything right there.
Catholic high school boys from Kentucky were a little bit rude in English. Really? Holy fuck. No. My God. Next thing you're going to tell me water's wet and the sky is blue. Go fuck yourselves, idiots. Get over it. The hell. I don't want to hear anything more about it. That's all I'm saying to everybody out there. I don't want to wake up in the morning and see this shit on the news, all right? Gaylis, you hear me? Gaylis doesn't make the news.
Unfortunately, the news has nothing else to talk about. Because if it's not Trump, then it's, bad.
And what's his nuts voted down the bill to put the government back to work. Is anyone stupid enough to not know that Trump is keeping government shut down while he's being investigated? Can you not?
Nobody can put that together.
How do you not square the circle? All of a sudden, the investigation's getting a little too hot. Fingers are pointing at him. People are turning on him, and government shut down. We can't talk about it. Oh, isn't that convenient? Fucking Trudeau did it too with the Aga Khan story.
That's right.
It's what governments do when they have no answers for you. They cut and run. That was the term they made up.
Cut and run.
It's just so fucking obvious. It's so obvious and it's so simple. And people, I don't know why people, unless it's just for pure entertainment, they're acting stupid. Is that what it is?
It almost seems like it's become a weird sport.
Yeah.
Let's just see how stupid we can be and still keep our jobs.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it seems like. I mean, this is the world we live in, where it's I'm going to tell a fake story. I'm going to tell a more fake story, and eventually the fakest of the fake stories is going to win and be the truth now. This is a world where 1,500 private flights on private jets were booked to the Davis Climate Change Conference. 1,500 flights on private jets were booked by people needing to talk about dangerous climate fucking conditions. Are you? What? I think my nose is bleeding. Right? We're going to talk about carbon in the atmosphere. 1,500 of us are going to fly on private jets separately.
Yeah, because we couldn't all converge into one place and then just fucking take one plane. No.
Oh, everything is just the Emperor's new clothes.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's another one I don't even, there's some people that are not going to be going to this climate change thing, and thank God for that, because who gives a fuck about climate change when they're showing up in a private jet? It's, come on. There's no credibility anywhere anymore.
No, not at all. It really isn't.
And, there is. There is. You know where you can find credibility in reporting and honest and integrity? Eric and Gord.
Yeah.
ericandgord.simbiff.com. You want the truth? You want, I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you. In fact, I'm probably going to make it sound shittier than it actually is. It's going to be funny. Let's be honest.
That's a guarantee.
You'll get the truth out of us. That's all you're going to get from me, because that's what I push for from everyone. And frankly, I'm not getting it just from the world as a whole. The people I thought were trustworthy are not, and now even the media that I turn to for the truth they're starting to compete with the fake news with more fake. Like, now, first, let me go off on that for a sec, Gordon. I'm sorry, but it can't all be fake news. Like, now it's become so easy to go, no, that's just fake news. I joked about it in my intro yesterday. Oh no, those tickets, those are fake news. It's become now we can just discredit everybody by going, no, that's fake news. No, it can't all be fucking fake news, right? Somebody out there must be telling the truth. Someone got into this business to tell the truth.
Yeah, but I think the problem is because we got to, again, we're in the age of information. The problem is everybody and their fucking retarded mother has the ability now to be a news source where you don't have to list your sources. You don't have to reveal where you get your information from. You don't even have to spell it correctly. And as soon as somebody reads it, they're taking it as fucking the word of God. It's fuck.
That's you know what? I'm gonna just take the contrary to that and say it's now on us to fact check. We've got the fucking world in the palm of our hand now. Literally, we can check facts. We can make sure. So, sure, yes, you're right. Absolutely. Everybody has an opinion, and everyone's stating their opinion is fact. You got to sift through the shit and find out for yourself. You can't just rely on fucking CTV to get it right.
No, and it's totally fucked up and crazy because anytime somebody posts something, like I made the mistake a while ago where I saw this one article and I just said, holy shit, that's fucking retarded. And I shared it, and like within an hour of me posting it, one of my friends comes up and says, that's completely bullshit, right? I'm like, what do you mean? And he passes me a link, and I'm like, oh my fucking God, that was like too easy. But ever since then, if I post something that's got to do with a fact, which I rarely do because you just can't trust anything anyway, so it's pointless. But it takes no effort to find out if something is true or not.
No, absolutely not.
As a perfect example, I had a friend of mine, she's she's Canadian, but she's a complete anti-Trumpist. She's one of those people that no matter what Trump does, it's wrong. And she posted this thing where they're saying that Trump has two lobbyists in his administration.
Right.
And people are like, this is bullshit. You can't do this, and blah, blah, blah. And I just did one link, and all I typed in was, did Obama have a lobbyist in his administration? You know what I found out?
No.
One of the things that he started off before he became president was no lobbyists should be allowed in the presidential administration, and he made it a law, okay? 3 days after he made that law, he brought in his first lobbyist. By the end of his 8 years, he had 20 lobbyists in his administration.
Right.
20.
Yeah.
And when I posted that and I made the comment, her response back was, well, yeah, but his lobbyists were good.
Right, okay, they're lobbying for something she agrees with.
Yeah, and that's the thing. But I'm like, yeah, but Trump's done the same thing. There's people that agree with him too.
Yeah, well, hey, look at we've got it going on right in our little guy as well, because he said at the beginning of the whole Me Too thing, he said if anyone in the government's even suspected of even coming close to doing anything like that, I expect them to step down, and I do the same. And now he's up on, he's been accused of sexual assault, and he's just rolling with it in his typical Justy way.
Absolutely.
Well, what happened to the stepping down? Justy, come on, buddy.
You've been accused, buddy.
We got
it.
And we're less than a year away from Election Day. This shit matters now. I can't see who's blowing up my phone. Oh, it's not anything cool yet. I did have a great fight with vegans today, and my only point was that stop putting your beliefs, like, I'm not wrong. Okay, you can be right, but I'm not fucking wrong for my beliefs. Stop putting your beliefs on me. I don't have a problem with you being vegan. That's fine. Go do your vegan, do whatever. I don't care. I don't care what anybody does ever. But don't tell me I'm wrong because I don't do it. That's like I said in my post. Don't judge me. The animals I eat don't. Yeah. And here's the thing. The funny thing is, this group of people I'm fighting with call themselves Free Thinkers United for Change.
They're not free thinkers.
I'm thinking freely, and you're telling me I'm wrong for that. The Free Thinkers United for Change. Hey, free thinkers of the world unite. Unless you disagree with us, then go fuck yourself. That's not
free thinking.
That's not free thinking. Fucking
dictatorship.
These people, and I know some of these people. They're in the music scene in Vancouver, and they're one of them is very prominent in the music scene, actually. And it's just, you're not punk, okay? You suburbanite fucks in your leather jackets who you hang out with fucking Chai Pig and think you're punk. You have no fucking idea, all right? You gotta get over it. You look like idiots, and you sound so stupid. And I know you're not stupid because you're saying really retarded shit in very intelligent ways, so there's something there. Wake the fuck up. Eric
I don't know, but just because somebody uses big words, does it make them not stupid?
No, you get that.
Speaking of big words, and that doesn't make you not stupid.
No, I know these people are somewhat intelligent. They've just been brainwashed by idiots, and they want to believe that there's like this world that exists that where if you protest peacefully, shit's gonna change. That world doesn't exist anymore. That went away with the Berlin Wall, kids. I'm sorry, but shit's not getting better. We gotta find ways to mitigate and go forward, to mitigate the damages and do an inventory of what we got left and go forward. It's the end of the world. It really is. I give us 100 years if we're lucky. And it's just like I'm actually getting upset. I'm sorry. Eric can go at outlook.com. Get in touch with us. I'm going to post that little song. Yeah, it was just our email address and phone number, that whole song I sent you today.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah.
I heard Twitter. That was the one word I understood.
Yeah, I'll attach it to the episode. It was just a goofy thing. I was born on the bus, so I did that. Funny thing. I do want to talk about some songs, and I want to talk just very briefly about the Champion Tree, if I may.
Absolutely.
Champion Tree Entertainment Company got his first real client, and wrote some songs for 2 really great podcasts that are right here on our very own Anchor.fm. Our podcaster is, I want to make sure I pronounce this right, Adamasi, Marco Adamasi. He's in the Toronto area, I believe. And he has 2 podcasts. One of them is yet to launch, and one of them's already out there. You can listen to it on all the same platforms you listen to Gordon. Because he's what do you say? He's produced by Anchor.fm as well. Published by Anchor.fm. The first one, the one that's out there and you can get now, it's called Own the Truth. And it's he's a successful guy who talks to successful people about why they're successful, how they get there, and owning their truth. And it's a neat concept. There's more to it than I'm giving it credit for. But kind of almost a motivational speaker kind of a deal, but very, very to the point, very cool. That one you can listen to on Anchor.fm/Own the Truth. And the cool thing I learned today, when you go to Anchor, if you go to Anchor, type in Anchor.fm/Eric and Gord, then Anchor gives you the option to listen on whatever platform you want. It gives you the list of ones that you can listen to us on, and you just pick the one you want. I just learned that today. That's very cool. So like I like Spotify. I like to listen to my shows on Spotify. So I go to Anchor.fm/Own the Truth, and then it goes, listen, pick your platform. And I click Spotify, and boom, it pops up. It's really neat.
Oh, it's fucking awesome.
So when I say go to Anchor.fm, you don't have to listen on Anchor.fm. So you listen wherever you normally do. But it's just easier to find us if you go to Anchor.fm. So really cool. Thank you, Anchor, for being awesome. And thank you, Marco, for this awesome opportunity. So the one he really appreciated is for a new show he's got that hasn't launched yet, but it's in final stages. It's called Crime Library. And it's just an in-depth examination of murders in the Toronto area.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, kind of heavy-hitting. And I wrote a heavy-hitting song for it, and that's going to be the intro music. So and the music throughout the show. So very flattering, very cool. It's something I've always wanted to get involved with, and I'm glad he liked it. I'm still working on the ones for his other show. Those are a little more difficult. This one I kind of phoned it in. I had something that I'd been working on that it just turned out was right along those lines. Because I'm writing a story right now about a serial killer, so I had that in mind. So don't tell him that, Marco. It's totally original.
Tell him that.
I had something in the back of my mind. It just happened to be perfect timing, and I give it to him with all my blessing. Just as long as I get credit for it, and that goes for any podcasters out there. Anybody who needs music for any reason, if you need royalty-free music. Because Lord knows royalty costed music is ridiculous. The prices you can pay for the Law and Order theme song, that little that's $2,000. That's $2,000 if you want to use that.
Yeah, are you kidding me? Really?
Yeah, $2,000 for just that little bell. That
oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, it's just insane what you can end up paying for music. And I tried to get music for the podcast, which I just started writing my own, but I tried and I looked into it, and it's insane. There's tons of sites that do it, and they do it well. It's usually sound effects and music, and you buy a package for a certain yearly fee, or sometimes it's a flat rate, but they're astronomical. You can pay $70-$80 for a song, for a piece of a song. The one that I like to use, I get kind of a special deal on, because I lie to them.
You're giving alternative facts.
I'm just giving fake news. Alternative facts. I forgot that one. Yeah, that's right. I do. I'm just going to try to take a quick gander at what I should be paying and like give you guys an idea of our prices. And this is one of the cheaper ones. And you can license tracks. There's a huge library of tracks, and these are written by people who write just for this specific company for this reason. So it's they make a living writing royalty-free music, which I guess is kind of gotta suck, dude. You get credit for it, so you're still being credited as the artist, but you don't make what you would if you put on a. Oh shit! Now I don't know. In the things in rock and roll have changed so much. Maybe they make more than rock stars.
They probably do.
I'll let you know because I'm going to be a huge star. What I'm trying to get at, kids, if you need music for an event, for a movie, for a soundtrack, for a TV show, a podcast, whatever, get in touch with. You can reach me, Eric and Gordon at outlook.com, or you can reach me through my own website, and that's possibilities.com. Possibilities.simdiff.com. I'm sorry. Possibilities.simdiff.com. I got to pay the $50 and drop that simdiff. And I'm happy to write royalty-free music for you. You just have to give me credit for it, and it's all yours. I will write an original piece just for your specific whatever it is. So get in touch with me. Feel free at any time. Anchor members, if there is one of you listening out there, get in touch with me through the Anchor Facebook page. The group, the Anchor support group there. That's where I met Marco, and it's a very cool page for podcasters. If you're just starting out and you need advice, it's anchor.fm/Facebook. I don't know, whatever. Just go to Facebook and look up Anchor. You'll find us. So yeah, if you're a dude with just like you have your own YouTube channel and you want to get money for it, the cheapest thing is $15 a month. So
$15 a month, eh?
Yeah, $15 a month. That's as cheap as you can possibly go. And then there's no copyright infringement. You can use the music however you want on your one YouTube page. You can't use it anywhere else. And you don't have to pay a royalty every time you play it. You use it as many times as you want. So that's what I should be paying is $15 a month. If you're using it in a TV show, like a single episode of a TV show, $99 per song. If you're using it for an advertisement, you got a commercial, you want my music in, it's $149 a song. Yeah, so that's the kind of money you're looking at just to use a chunk of somebody's song in a 30-second commercial. $149. So you're getting a good deal with me. I'm saying I'd do it for a hell of a lot cheaper than that. And that's a cheap site. That's like the cheapest one I could find back when I was starting this podcast and looking for music, and I didn't have $15 a month to put into this show. So no, to be honest. But yeah, so I'm happy to write music is what I'm saying. You can get in touch with the possibilities.simdiff.com, and that's courtesy of the Champion Tree Entertainment Company, because the only things in life that are impossible are the things you don't try.
Love that tagline.
This is something I've always wanted to try, and I'm very excited I did. And the more I do these things, and the more successful I am at them, the more I want to tell you guys about them, because I said a long time ago, I'm not trying to show you what I can do. I'm trying to show you what you can do. We can all be a little happier and make our lives that much easier. I know it doesn't seem like it because I'm homeless and bitching about everything all the time. And so, yeah, it's not an easy road to take, but you can still do what you want to do. We don't all have to subscribe to this bullshit world that we think we live in. You don't. You just have to actually think freely.
And I'm a vegan. You actually have the option to think free. That's it.
Exactly. Something to keep in mind. If it can be done at all, it can be done by anybody. Don't let anybody tell you can't be the one to do it. If it can be done, you can do it. And if you can think it, it can be done somehow. The highest mountains have been climbed, you know?
Everything is out there for us to play with.
Exactly. And there's been a big drive to convince us we can't for some reason. You know, we're taught not to enter the trades anymore. That's not a good career. Don't, you know, play it safe. Do this, do that. Can't you read the signs? Sorry. Don't. Think for yourself. Hey, go watch Pump Up the Volume. If you haven't done it, you know?
Happy Harry Harlan will teach you well.
He will. He's always done me good. Except where I did what he did and I'm homeless and lonely. But that's going to change. I'm going to be ridiculously wealthy and famous very, very soon.
Yeah.
And you're all coming with me. Like I said on my message to you last night, the famous line from Backdraft. If you go, we go. That was
I always appreciate that. Was a good reference point.
Yeah, you kind of love Kurt Russell, man.
Yeah, you do.
And he's in our neck of the woods. Kurt, get in touch with us, buddy. Come be on the show. You and Goldie.
Yeah, tell us what it's like to fuck Goldie Hawn. That's gotta be interesting.
Tell us what the fuck. Those guys have been married since before we were born, I think.
Well, they've been together since before Christ was born.
How do they do it? How does a cool motherfucker like Kurt Russell keep a relationship longer than any other one ever in the history of relationships? I gotta talk to that guy. Yeah, he's a cool guy. Yeah, I want him on with Christian Slater. Has he done a movie with Christian Slater?
He was what?
I don't think he's done a movie with Christian Slater.
No, I don't think so.
Huh.
Not that I can think of, anyways.
You know what? Those two could play us. I can see that. Christian Slater and Kurt Russell is everything good.
I get Kurt Russell.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I have no problem with that.
I'm fine with that.
In the movie we were talking about the other night, the one about the politicians. We were talking about the movie about Canadian politics. There's a previous episode, kids, I forget which one. The one with the teachers and the, I don't know. The anti-vaxxer episode, that's what it was. Go back and listen to it.
Yeah.
See, you have to go back and listen to some of our episodes, Greg. Then you'll know what I'm talking about half the time.
I usually just end up spouting off half the time. Then at the end of the episode, I'm so fucking exhausted, I forget what we talked about.
Yeah, that's why I try to listen to them while I'm editing them. Like, what the fuck did we just talk about? Well, no, solid gold. I hope you go back and hear some of them one of these days.
I actually was listening to one the other day. Hang on. I preset it up on my fucking phone, and then it's not my phone anymore. It was from. I think it was actually from like 2 weeks ago.
Oh yeah.
I was listening to it, and I could not stop fucking laughing at the intro, because I remember as I was listening to the beginning, it's us just talking, and then all of a sudden I started really paying attention to what we were saying. I'm like, and it was that episode where I was actually saying, "Do you keep this thing at the beginning?" And like, "No, I just want to put the music over it." That's what you told me afterwards. I'm like, holy fuck, this is that episode. That's hilarious.
Yeah, there's some funny ones. I love the Halloween one. Is the first one where I did that idea, and it's my all-time favorite, where it just cuts into you behind the music going, "He's got the dashboard full of blow." It's all over the steering wheel, and we just, oh, it's brilliant.
I'm gonna go back. I'll put that one on full.
They're a lot of fun. We're getting good at this shit.
We really are.
Well, I guess we'll find out, because I am putting us on. There's a podcast I'm going to put us on. It's a podcast that reviews podcasts. And you can that's what they do. It's a great idea for a show, especially for podcasters like me who want to hear about themselves all the time. You can just submit your podcast, and they'll do an episode on it. And apparently they won't pull punches. So,
oh, that's awesome.
We could be in for some brutal truth.
Some good constructive criticism, as they call it.
Yeah, there's no such thing.
I just always love that term. It's like that's when the first bit of watering down of society started.
Yeah.
No, it's called constructive criticism. No, it's judging you for what you do. Fuck that.
It's exactly what it is. There's no criticism is constructive. It's meant to deconstruct, actually. And that's fine, and that's good, and kids need it. We all need it once in a while. You all need to understand that you suck once in a while. What you're doing is bad, and someone has to tell you it's bad, or else you'll keep doing it, and you'll never do anything good. You gotta keep score. You have to have a winner and a loser. That's the way the world balances itself. We have way too much yang and no fucking yin anymore.
I still remember when I was a kid playing fucking, I was in a bowling league. My sister and I were both in a bowling league. And because my parents would always go to the cottage every weekend, I couldn't actually bowl with my teammates, which turned out to be an amazing thing because when I bowled with people, I was a horrible bowler. But when I would go on my own, and it was just me by myself in the bowling alley, nobody else there with just the manager working, or the owner, whatever the fuck he was, he would actually have to stand there and watch me bowl to verify that everything was right.
Oh, yeah.
And I was fucking nailing it. I mean, I was getting like 300 is a perfect game. I was getting like 270s, 260s.
Wow.
And 280s. I was doing amazing, and because of that, our team ended up winning. And so I ended up winning the MVP and the top scorer in the league. So I won 2 trophies that year. And my sister, she also won a trophy. She won for the worst player in the league. And she got a little trophy with a skunk, and it's called the Little Stinker Award. And I love that shit. She was really bothered by it, but I'm like, no! I'd be so proud of that. I actually want to steal that trophy from her. Like, that'd be awesome to have.
Oh, definitely would now. But I played baseball when I was I think 9, maybe 8 or 9 years old, and our team was awful. Like, god awful. We didn't have a hit. One kid took a pitch right to the fucking helmet, and it flew towards first base. The other team let us have it. It was the only hit we had. Yeah, this guy's hand to God. That's a true story.
I could actually beat that because I played T-ball, and one of our players, this girl, was so bad she struck out.
Oh, wow.
On T-ball. Do you know how many swings you're allowed in T-ball?
No, I don't. Oh, Jesus. I had no idea.
And bitch fucking strung out. Now, where did she hit the ball?
But you know what happened to me, Gord? I didn't play baseball anymore because I was really, really bad at it. And when you're that age, they let you try out every position, right? To see if you're good at one. No. Equally bad at every single one of them. Terrible in the outfield, worse in the infield, and just a god-awful baseball player. You know what happened, though, was because I sucked. And people told me I sucked and told our team we sucked. And I went on to try basketball, and I was really good at it. I had a lot of fun doing it, and it was great. I never looked at a baseball again for the rest of my life. That was a positive thing that happened. And you know why it happened? Because someone told me I sucked. Right. You gotta have winners and losers. Those losers go on to do great things. You learn from your mistakes. If you're told everything's okay and you're never making a mistake, you're not gonna learn shit.
No. I thought I was the best baseball player in the world when I played baseball because I had the most intimidating batter stance. Every time I got there, like heavy hitter, they'd all fucking back up to near the fences, and the pitchers always walked me. This happened for 2 years straight. I never slowed back for 2 years. And then the third year, this hot fucking shot new fucking pitcher comes in, and he wings a fucking fastball right in front of me, and I didn't know what to do. I just sit there.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, I became the easy out. Throw a strike. Goal's not going to swing. Fuck him.
Wow.
Yeah, I was a horrible fucking player after that. And I went, well, this sport. Then I went into soccer, and I sucked even worse at that. Yeah, I just went, this, and I just come to alcohol.
Everybody's
good at it.
Everybody's good at something.
That's right.
And you know what? I know some people that are some really shitty drinkers. That's something you can own and be proud of. You're good at that. Some people aren't.
That's right.
And
I can handle my alcohol. I'm not a bad drunk. I'm not a mean drunk. Well, that's debatable. But I'm not like an angry drunk. I'm very happy. But you definitely don't want to get into an argument with me when I'm drunk.
I remember. I almost got close to one time. Yeah. No, you need to be told once in a while. It's not about you know why I'm as confident as I am now, because I've been shot down every fucking way you can imagine in all walks of life. Whether it be applying for a job, hitting on a girl, going to an audition, trying out for a band, or whatever it may be. I've failed miserably at least once at all of them, and you realize. It doesn't hurt that bad, and it's not the end of the world, and you can move on and do it again and again and build your confidence. And now I can do fucking anything. I'm Superman. I'm 10 feet tall and made of steel. Because I faced rejection. I know how to do that now. And you have to do that. Kids have to be able to do that. If you take that away from them, they're all going to be retards. Scared little peanut allergy, anti-vaccinated freaks.
Calling their grandmas because the internet is down and they're panicking. They don't know what to do with themselves.
Yeah. Exactly. And these are the ones, I've said it before, I'll say it again, they're the ones, as soon as someone says no to them, they've never processed that emotion before. And these are the ones that show up with a shotgun in the mood room and fucking blow up their office. Yep, the first time they get turned out for the promotion, or the pretty girl laughs at them. They shoot everybody up because they've never heard no. That's what you're teaching your kids to do.
I tell you, man, I can't even tell you how many fucking girls I've had that have fucking like laughed at me or had the insults fucking hit and things like that. I can't even put a number on it. It's so vastly fucking high.
Yeah.
Okay. Never did.
But there's you cross over in time. There's always a crossover in everybody's life. That girl who, when you were 15, she was super hot and you were fat, and she was cool and you played guitar and so now, see, back then you were her first choice. Now she's what, 55, got a couple of kids, probably a grandkid. She's a she's a Walmart greeter, probably. Takes the bus to work, smokes a pack and a half a day. You can now, you're prime Ontario meat.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And she is chasing you. So that's same girl. I bet you ran into her today. She's chasing you. You've crossed over now. That happens with everyone you meet in life. So remember that popular kids in school. Remember that shitty kid yelling at the native dude. You cross over, you change.
That's right. You become the desired one,
and they become that butterfly you got over your ass on spring break. It starts to look like a fucking pterodactyl, and it's swooping down in your ass. And your nose ring is that the whole diamond fits in the hole now because all the blow you did in college fucked you right up. You are the worst you can possibly be, whereas we have just gotten better and better and better.
Yeah, we couldn't have gotten worse. So we were
talk about tremendous room for growth. There's nowhere to go but up. And unfortunately, all you shiny little diamonds in high school, you got nowhere to go but down, and you roll real fast. That's just a tip for the kids who don't know. If you don't know, you'll figure it out. We all do. And God bless, I'm loving being 40. I tell you, I really am. Because it's like you're given the book, you know. The secret book at 40, you're given it to read, and you go, oh, fuck. None of this shit ever fucking mattered. Who the thunk it? I always had my suspicions, but I didn't know. Nothing matters, really. All this shit, it doesn't matter.
No, it really, truly doesn't.
And everything, they put out the new food guide yesterday. Did you hear about this?
Yes. Which, for the record, this one thing that makes me laugh about that shit is because the vegans are like, see, we're vindicated. Nowhere in this food guide does it say veganism is the way to go.
No, not one bit.
It's been told since we were kids. It's eat more vegetables.
And eat when you're hungry. That's what it says.
Yeah.
None of this portion control, but eat when you're hungry. And eat until you're full. Just eat the right shit. It's what we always knew. And now, you know, it's really funny. Have you seen that commercial? There's a commercial where it's a family in 1979, and they're sitting down to breakfast. It's steak and eggs for breakfast. And this guy comes running out of the closet. He's like, "No, I'm from the future, and I'm here to tell you can't eat those eggs."
Yeah, actually, I've seen that.
Yeah, and then 5 minutes later, he comes back. "Oh, turns out we were wrong about those eggs. We don't even know what cholesterol is." And then
have you seen the new Walmart commercial, by the way?
I have not.
It is epic. It's every famous vehicle that we grew up with. Kid from Knight Rider, fucking DeLorean from Back to the Future, the Flintstones car, the Ghostbusters car, Batman, Batmobile, all the fucking major vehicles. And it's all of these cars like showing up to Walmart. They're all going to go to Walmart and buy something.
Can I just real quick before you finish? Can I just say something about Batman?
Yeah,
just because the Dark Knight, there's a lot of talk about the Dark Knight because they never got an Academy Award on, but Black Panther is getting an Academy Award on. Do you remember the scene in the Dark Knight where what's his name, the counselor Harvey Dent is in the hospital bed?
Yeah.
And the Joker comes in dressed as a nurse, and Harvey Dent doesn't know who he is. Right. He just had the little surgical mask over his face. The hair was the same, white makeup, all the shit. Harvey Dent had no idea it was Joker. That just always fucking killed me.
I never thought about that. That's fucking funny.
Yeah, who are you, crazy in the street? Oh my God, Joker! I had no idea. Sorry, that just caught me as funny today. Go ahead, Walmart, all the famous cars.
But yeah, that was it. Yeah, but it's an awesome commercial. You get the chance, fucking look at it on YouTube. It's fucking really well done.
Do they have the 18 man?
No, I think that's the only one it's missing.
Oh, I always liked that van. I always wanted that van. My stepdad had that van. Whatever it was, the Chevy, I don't know, I don't know what it was. He had it though, and I thought that was awesome when I was 12.
Yeah, one of the guys at school had one too, with the bubble window and everything.
Wanted a DeLorean too. DeLoreans are stupid expensive.
Well, yeah, they finally found their value, which is like nostalgic.
Yeah, they're very expensive. They're very hard to get parts for. And I don't know about their driving. They're probably crap.
Yeah, probably.
If I had to
why does it ever last?
I tell you, if I had a DeLorean, I would only drive it from time to time.
Oh, well, I do know.
Did you get that from time to time? Come on.
Oh, sorry. That was terrible.
I know.
That was right over my fucking head. Because they fly.
And from time to time, from one time to another, it's a time machine. From time to another time. God, really?
I'm really disappointed in myself. I'm sorry.
No, don't be. That was terrible. That was a stretch even for me.
Jerry Seinfeld has a show called was it Cars and Coffee or Comedians in Cars and Coffee?
Yeah, he does. I've never seen it. It sounds fantastic.
Oh, it's a great show. I've actually watched the entire first season. It's really good.
I'm a big fan of Jerry Seinfeld when he's not doing stand-up. Everything else he does is great.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of his stand-up, but I love, everything else is fantastic. One of the things was he gets picked up in a DeLorean, and they literally made it 4 blocks till the fucking thing broke down. It was great. Because these people will donate these cars to them for the show.
Oh, okay, I see.
And then they talk about the owner a little bit, and then the guy donates to whatever it is, or where they got it from. It's awesome because of he's like, this is an actual DeLorean. That's great.
That's hilarious.
He's driving around, he's talking about how difficult it is to get parts for these things, and all of a sudden, when a car dies, he's like, oh. All right, well, I'm going to get the car on here. Hang on.
That's too funny. One of my favorite things I ever got was a picture. It's allegedly a real picture of Richard Dean Anderson broken down on the side of the road, like trying to wave down a car. Like MacGyver can't fix his own fucking car.
Yes, I remember that one.
Yeah, that's great.
Maybe he just didn't have an elastic band, a piece of gum, and a piece of aluminum foil.
Yeah, maybe he just didn't have the right stuff, right? You need all your stuff from Bic, or no, I guess it's Gillette now, taking Bic by storm with their this Gillette commercial. Have you seen the Gillette commercial everybody's talking about?
I have not.
I haven't either. It's Gillette instructing you on how to be a man. It's a big Me Too commercial. And it's got people all up in arms.
No, I have not seen that yet.
Gillette telling you how to raise your kids. Yeah, and you know who should be teaching us how to raise our kids? Degrassi. And all the kids are Degrassi.
I only wanted to get it right.
I have yet to publish that episode. That's why I bring it up again. I'm having issues with it. There's a chance part of it may not work, but we'll see. We can just put this one up twice. It's that good.
There you go.
And we get a steady stream of listeners. At last count, just before we went on the air tonight, 2,700 listeners. So that's up 100 from yesterday. Just in case you don't know. That's up 100.
That's up 100 since yesterday?
That's up 100 since yesterday. And we didn't even do an episode yesterday. So I don't know what the hell is going on, but let's keep it up, guys. 2,700, that's monumental. And as I said, as soon as we hit 5,000, I'll throw us up on YouTube. We'll do a YouTube show.
Yeah, you goddamn right we will.
And there's contests to be won. There's prizes to give away. So get in touch with us. Be a part of the show. Talk about whatever you want. Bring us topics. Bring your own topics to the show. And you're more than welcome. It doesn't have to be something we're talking about. Let me know about something I'm not talking about. Would be more interesting to me. If there's something I don't know, something I'm missing that I should be talking about, bring it on, man. You can go to anchor.fm if you want, and you can get in touch with us there. You just hit record, and you jump in right in the middle of the show. Or you can leave us voice messages. You can you can always send me an email and tell me you want to be on the show.
Or an email, drop us a topic if you don't want to be on the show.
Yes, absolutely.
Be a bit of a cop-out, you little bitch, but nonetheless, we'll still do it.
Sure, yeah, happy to. You can always send me a little editorial. You want me to read something on the air? Boom, done. And you will get a mention or a not mention if that's what you want, and you'll get something from us, a gift, a thank you gift from us. Gord's got lots of pens. I do have T-shirts for you somewhere.
I got nail clippers and some little knives.
Right, nail clippers. I forgot about the nail clippers. Speaking of, a good segue, my friend. Nail clippers and little knives to anyone who writes into tonight's episode, because you're going to want to stock up on your little knives, apparently, the ones you can get your hands on. Because if you're trying to get them from another country, they're not coming.
That's right. It's so basically what it is in Canada, I'll use flipper knives as an example. Now, hang on, because I don't walk out of my house without one. So if you can hear the snap here, hang on.
Yeah, loud and clear.
That's me snapping my knife. I play with this thing on a regular basis. Any knife that has, like, assisted knives, now there's a difference between an assisted knife and an automatic. An automatic is a push button where it pops out the end. An assisted knife means it is spring-loaded or torsion bar loaded.
Right.
So it has like a flipper mechanism. It just sort of snaps open.
Right. We would commonly call it a switchblade.
No. A switchblade will pop out the end. That's a switchblade.
Oh, okay.
Typically, a switchblade comes out the end. That's an automatic.
Not out the side.
Not out the side.
I've always had that backwards.
Yes, that's right.
And they're always combs, right? There's never really knives.
That's because they're illegal. Those are illegal in Canada.
I know. I'm sorry. Can't. I've never seen a real switchblade except in bad movies with punks. Anyway,
I used to own one.
I've never actually seen one. I've never seen a real butterfly knife either. Anyway, sorry. Go ahead.
Plenty of those. So in Canada, it is legal to own, carry, buy, sell any assisted opening knife that's not an automatic. it is legal to own any flipper knife, which is one of my personal favorites. A flipper knife means it basically has a little piece that sticks out the back of the knife. You put your finger on that, you push down, and the knife sort of flips open.
Right, yeah.
That flipper piece is actually a safety mechanism for when you're closing the knife, because it sticks out the front, and when you go to close it, you push this little bar to the side, the knife crops down, it hits your thumb so you don't have a blade to hit you, and then you close it with one hand.
That's great. Now, is there a limit on the length of the blade that you're allowed to carry?
Nope.
Really?
Now, it's up to the police discretion on whether they think you should have that or whether it's appropriate for you to have it at that time. So if you were to walk through a mall with an 18-inch machete on your hip, not illegal, but they could confiscate it and hold it for 24 hours.
Right. Now, these can't be concealed, I'm assuming.
That's right. They have to be seen.
Right.
Which means if you have a knife if you have it on a sheath, it's got to be on your hip.
That's a case.
And for
stupid people, that's a case. That's a thing that covers a blade. That's a sheath. Just if you don't know. That's
right. If you have a pocket knife, which has a little pocket clip on it, the clip has to be showing. If you have it in the inside pocket of your jacket, the clip has to be showing. Or if you undo your jacket, the clip has to be showing on the inside pocket.
I see.
So
Interesting.
If it's all the way in your pocket, that's illegal.
Right.
All right? But other than that, for the most part, almost any knife is good to go. Legal to own, legal to buy, legal to sell, legal to carry in Canada.
This is absolutely news to me. I thought it had to be under a certain length and there was rules to it. I thought like you could have a Swiss Army knife or you had to be a Sikh.
Nope, not at all.
Wow.
Now, here's what's fucked. It is illegal to bring a flipper knife or an assisted knife into the country.
Okay, and that's for Canadians or for everyone coming into the country?
That's for anybody coming into the country. So,
I actually know the answer. I just wanted you to explain it.
Okay, so my knife, it's an American company called Steel Will. I love my knife. It's called the Cut Jack. I love this thing. I bought this in British Columbia, in Canada, from a knife store, from a knife dealer. I technically bought it for myself because I was the manager at the store. Now, if I were to go over the border into the States, I can bring the knife with me into the States. That is perfectly fine and legal. I come back over the border, they will confiscate my knife and possibly charge me.
Now, so what is the guy who's ignorant to this, as I am, if I go down to the States and I don't know this, what's the protocol? When I get to the border and they go, oh, you can't bring that knife back into Canada. And I go, what the fuck? Why did you let me take it to the States then? And then they go, well, you can do that. And I go, well, that's fucking retarded. They go, now we're going to search your asshole for being a dick. And I'd be like, I expect that. So I hid funny things up there. And then after that conversation, what's the protocol for getting your property back?
It isn't. You won't get it back. It's confiscated. It's gone for life. That's it. It's gone. You'll never get it back.
Isn't that absurd? So I assume they're just destroyed, along with lighters and hairspray and all that shit you're not allowed to take on a plane anymore?
Actually, it's not destroyed. Here's the funny thing. When I worked at the knife store, I had a guy from the Vancouver airport came in one day. And we were talking, and he says, do you guys, do anything for knives? If we were to donate knives, I'm like, well, yeah, it depends if you have it. It's like kitchen knives. We distribute them throughout all the stores for practice knives, for sharpening, and things like that. And same with some pocket knives. I'm like, well, what do you have? And he shows me pictures. He goes, about every week, they've got about 8 bins filled with knives. That many people try to get fucking knives onto an airplane. And they confiscate them.
No,
it's everything. Sorry, knives, you name it.
But you make it sound like they're trying to get a knife on a plane in a nefarious way. You might just not know, and you're a guy who likes to carry a knife.
That's pretty much exactly what it is. So he asked me, he's like, so can you do it with it? I'm like, well, I'll fuck it. I'll take 2 bins of knives. Why not? I said, if you guys got them all separated from pocket knives to fixed blades, everything else, I said, drop me off 2 bins of pocket knives and 1 bin of fixed blade. I said, oh, fuck it, I'll take 3 bins. He goes, well, you take, like, 3 bins every week? I'm like, no, that's way too many. I'll take 3 bins a month. Because I could just turn around and sell them. Fix them up, sell them, give them away as gifts, fuck whatever I wanted to do with it. But they couldn't, they have to find a way because they were donating them to, like, the Boy Scouts of America. They were donating them for women at women's shelters. Anything they could do to get rid of them, but there's so many knives that they end up just taking them to the garbage dump and just dumping them. Wow.
Now,
hey,
why is the CBSA confiscating knives? Why are they not? Why is it illegal to bring them into Canada? What's the justification for that?
Okay, so it was a bylaw that was put into place like 15 years ago that's just been utterly and completely ignored because it's a stupid law that contradicts the laws of the country.
Right.
Like, it makes no sense. And then all of a sudden, last year, beginning of last year, the end of the year before, the CBSA decided to actually enforce this law. And they enforce it to such a point now that all the major knife distributors from the U.S., so you got like Buck, Zero Tolerance, CRKT, Kershaw, Benchmade, Arnold Bernard, all the big players, they will not sell to Canada anymore because they just can't make it over the border. They're all getting confiscated at the border.
That's ridiculous.
So, fucking ever.
Well, what about our amazing and constantly... Oh, and there's a question subsequent to this, but our great culinary team that we revel in our culinary scene these days here in Canada. What about good chef knives and stuff? Where are we supposed to get our knives?
Chef knives are different. That's a fixed blade. Fixed blades are fine.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So you can bring in a fucking 26-inch fucking machete. Kitchen knives. That's all perfectly fine. That's perfectly legal. It's flipper knives. It's flipper knives that are the problem.
Flipper knives.
Because deem them, and this is the most fucking retarded thing in the world, they deem them as unsafe, which makes no sense because, like, especially flipper specifically, because they have a thing where they call it centrifugal, which that's a weird fucking noise in my cemetery. Hang on a second. The fuck was that? There's some weird noise coming from beside me somewhere. Basically, what it means is if the knife, in any way, shape, or form, can be opened single-handedly, then it's illegal.
Wow.
So, what the fuck is that noise?
I will say, year after year, knife-related crime goes up in Canada. It is the second, as of 2017, 201 fatal stabbings in the country. That's the second most used to commit murder. The second most used to commit murder in Canada is knives. Guns, obviously, still the first.
And tobacco, they keep flipping that one to be seeing number one.
I would say homicide. Strictly homicide. Like, you can't use tobacco.
Yeah, but of those knives, here's the funny thing. If you were to actually go through the numbers, which they technically don't have, but if you went through case by case, which I spent the better part of a week trying in 1 year, going through as many cases I could find, I think the number I came up with was somewhere around 70-some% were kitchen knives.
Oh, that's interesting. I'm just pulling stats out of the air here. It has been since 1999 the most consistent weapon used to commit crime.
Yeah, but they're kitchen knives.
That I see. That's the thing where
Holy fuck! That scared the crap out of me. Hello, kitty. A cat just jumped on the hood of my car. Hello, kitty.
It's obviously some sort of being that's taken the form of a cat. You're in a cemetery, Gordon. You have to think about these things. It's not just a cat.
He's coming in my car. He's coming in my car. Hey, buddy.
Of course he is. He's going to drive away any minute.
Yeah. Hey, buddy. Hey, you're all right. That's okay. Come on in.
So see, this is where we are in the world, right? Because I say knives are the number one weapon used in crime in Canada, so we got to stop. They're right. They should be doing this. That's what I say, and people agree with me because it sounds smart.
No.
But I don't say kitchen knives. I don't. That's not the point. Knives are the most. The most crimes committed with physical force. 76% use a knife.
Yeah, kitchen knives. So what are you gonna do? Ban a kitchen knife?
More than half of those accused of violent crimes with a knife are 12 years old or younger.
All I say is, good fucking luck trying to how the fuck does this go? Oh well, it's in my back seat somewhere. Good luck trying to, hey vegans, good luck trying to cut your vegetables without a knife. That's all. I mean, I can tear meat apart, but good fucking luck doing this shit without a knife. I mean, fuck you.
It's a weird. Violent crime committed with knives. Well, these are from 2008. Who cares? The totally different world in 2008. So these stats suck, and these are Canada StatsCan. Right from StatsCan. This is the ones we trust. These are the census numbers. Like, Stats Canada is supposed to be the ones we can trust, and that's where I'm getting my statistics from. Just in case anyone was wondering tonight, it's statscan.gc.ca, and that's where you get stats from Canada.
Perfectly not skewed stats of how dangerous knives are.
Yeah, well, they're not skewed, and that's what I guess they need to be.
They need to differentiate between which knives are actually causing the problem.
See, because I say 78% of violent crime, 78% of people accused of crime in Canada do so carrying a knife. Now, if you read the fine print, like you said, it's 12-year-olds with kitchen knives. This is that's the majority. So yeah, I can throw out a stat, sure. Here's the thing about you make a stat. Yeah, you can, right? Here's the thing about stats, okay? If you don't already know, like if you can't feel that it sounds wrong, there's the ones that feel wrong and there's the ones that are wrong. That's the two types of stats there are. That's it, yeah. There's the ones that feel kind of like that should be questioned, and the ones that are absolute bullshit. That's all there is out there. Just remember that when you're looking up statistics. That's I'm full of advice today for you guys. Yeah, these little pearls of wisdom, I don't give them away often. They always give me the upper hand, so you should feel special tonight.
Yeah, but this all goes over to the same bullshit that's going on in the UK, where, you don't have any guns, so all of a sudden knives become the weapon of choice in order to fucking commit a crime or do something. And then they ban knives, and they're actually looking at trying to ban fucking kitchen knives. Like, they're actually looking to ban them.
I did hear about that, and that's hilarious.
It's the most asinine thing in the world.
See, but the thing that scares me, if we really go this rate, this is with anything that you ban. Say tomorrow we woke up and there was not a single gun in Canada. They're all gone. Yeah. Well, the first smart motherfucker who comes in with a gun rules the goddamn country.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's it.
So,
the Simpsons did a funny where they completely disarmed the whole town. They got rid of all the guns, they got rid of all the knives, they got rid of everything. And then the fucking aliens show up with a 2x4 plank with a spike in the end of it. They took over the town.
Exactly. That's all it takes. You can't completely ban everything like that. You can't live in a world that way. It doesn't work. Read a book. God, read one science fiction book from the 50s and 60s and figure it out. Things, just blanket banning things is a stupid idea.
Completely fucking stupid. There's no brains behind it. It's a no-brainer thought in the sense that they're just saying, okay, well, here, we're just going to do this, and that's going to solve all the problems. It's like, we're going to disarm the citizens who have legal guns, and we're going to make it illegal for them to have guns because, criminals, that's why they have the guns, because criminals do things legally.
But guess what? The guys that are jacking store owners down here in my neighborhood aren't doing it with the 22 rifle that my brother uses to get foxes away from his hens. No, exactly. Nobody in the history of time has robbed a 7-Eleven with a fucking 22 rifle. It doesn't happen. I'm sorry. You can't. It's one of those things. You're putting it's the guy who says hi to a girl in the same category as Bill Cosby. The farmer who has a gun for protection and maybe some hunting, maybe to put an animal out of its misery when it breaks its leg. That guy is not the guy with the gat in his pants looking to jack your fucking Escalade. No, not at all. You can't just say this is it and that's absolute and there's nothing absolute like that. Why are people so stupid that they think that it's never once worked in 30,000 years of human existence? That's a real number. Don't look it up. 30,000 years of human existence. This has never once worked ever. Why do we keep doing it? I don't even have a dumbass answer for it because it's just fucking retarded. We do it to our kids constantly. If things don't work, they're banned.
Thank you very much.
Oh, anytime, my friend.
It's a goof move.
It is. It's a goof move. That's right.
That's what it is.
I'm banning that word. Blanket, and then Goofy will win. It's got to change, folks. I'm not just, and this is the year. We're in a big election year. This is a monumental election year. It's going to be way more fun than 2015 because the stakes are real high here. The NDP could be fucked. The Bloc Québécois could come back to party status, which they haven't had in years. Because you need a dozen seats in the House to be an official party, and they haven't had that many forever. But there's a chance this year because the NDP holds all those seats right now, and they're not winning anything ever again.
Yeah, no.
It's going to be a tight race between Trudeau and the Bloc Québécois. The Conservatives are just fucking falling apart. They look like the minions from Despicable Me right now. And Jag, I don't know what the hell's going on with Jag Meat. Just being a meathead, everything that comes out of his mouth is just handing the Liberals the win, just like the fucking refs did in the first game on the weekend. It's just, they're being robbed.
Yeah, completely and totally.
But it's going to be an exciting election cycle, and it's already starting to kick up. Like right around St. Patrick's Day, they can't get real exciting.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's going to be fun. We got the BC legislature, a bunch of people probably going to jail for spending all our money on shit. I don't know if you heard that out there. The Auditor General did a report. There's just egregious amounts of money being spent on vacations. And then money being reimbursed for vacations not taken, and just all kinds of stupid shit. They just thought we weren't going to check.
Yeah, they're not. Yeah. But the thing is nobody in Canada seems to care anyway, so it doesn't matter.
No, we don't. And we won't do anything about this either, really. We care about...
Just so you know, I just sent you 2 pictures of a cat in my car.
Oh, that's very cool. I guarantee it's either a vampire or it's a bad news. Cats in sanitaries in the middle of the night in winter, never good. That never was once ever worked out well for someone.
Well, just for the record, though, it's +6 and it's raining right now, so we're out of the winter snap until a couple of days from now. Then it's going to get fucking cold again.
Well, it's a good thing climate change isn't real because it - 49 in Winnipeg.
Yeah, I know. It's fucked.
You got Vancouver weather and climate change isn't real. Your 1,500 goddamn private planes going to talk about.
Dad would have to let this kick this cat in my car to go home. So.
Well, you can always keep it. It's between me and you. I won't tell the vegans what you do.
There is a couple of Chinese food restaurants in town.
That's it's a big fight in Korea right now. Because they're just not bending on that. They are going to eat the damn dogs, and there's nothing you're going to say about it.
No. They also, what was it? Japan just lifted the ban on fucking whaling.
Yes, I did hear that. I haven't followed up on it. I would like to. I'm very curious to see what's going to happen with that.
No, they just don't care.
Well, no, they said they were going to defy it when it was first brought in. They said they couldn't stick to it. I don't know if they've been defiant or if they've just held their ground till now. Here's where I am with this, Gordon. I don't know if the Japanese are really flexing a muscle that we've not seen, certainly not in our lifetime, but I don't think since the end of World War II have we seen this kind of bold moves from Japan. You know, that they are making peace with Russia. Now they're defying the Whaling Act. They're not known for these kind of bold gestures.
In China, because I think that they just realized that, well, Asians are going to be kicking the crap out of all of us soon, so fuck it, they're just going to start.
They're trying to get on the bandwagon. And people forget these were the motherfuckers that attacked Pearl Harbor. Like, I know they're peaceful now. They're peaceful because we bombed them into fucking submission, and they stayed that way until now. But they're not a peaceful people. They're not known to be. These are samurais, motherfucker. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they have a very, very violent past.
And they got a big old bone to pick when they're ready. You know what I mean? They're the only country in the world that has that bone to pick. You got to think that grinds on them a little bit. There's only people in the universe, in the history of ever, that's been done to. They're the only ones. That tiny little, it's the size of Vancouver Island, the entire fucking country. And they're the only ones that the world said, yeah, that's okay that it happened to you. And for 70 years, they've just been sitting there thinking about that.
True. Those sons of bitches.
That's gotta get on their nerves, right? They just sit there fucking working on our TVs and our Hondas, our Accords, making our Accords for us, going, these fuckers. And it only takes one charismatic dude to rile them up.
That's it.
And who knows? We've never suspected them of anything. Who knows what they've got built underground in Japan? They could have a nuclear arsenal that puts us to shame. We don't know.
And we've been funding them with buying all the stuff that says made in fucking Japan.
Right? You fucking throw some wasabi on it, we eat it up like fucking. We just throw some wasabi on it. Bring over those fucking dried peas with this is so good with this. No, it's a fucking. When else would you ever eat a dried fucking pea? Never. But we do. We just, sushi, this is amazing. These people are wonderful. Look at how they're cute. They're so cute. No, basically fucking.
Takoyaki is also Japanese.
We have no idea what's in that country.
No.
They could they can, the day they strike, we're all fucked. You think Al-Qaeda was bad? Who knows? These guys could have Mecha Godzilla ready and ready to go.
Yeah.
And as soon as Canadian oil reaches Asian markets, they can fire that baby up.
That's what we're waiting for.
That's what they're waiting for, the goddamn pipeline to fire up Mecha Godzilla and make us pay for what we did to them. And God bless them if we're fucked in Canada, especially in Vancouver.
Completely and totally.
We screwed them. Oh shit! And what we learned about how we screwed them was only half of what they actually did to them. Like we fucked the Japanese. The Japanese have been our bitch for centuries, and I guess they're due their comeuppance.
Yeah, it's about time.
Oh my God, this is a brand new thing I've never thought about ever.
See, we'll be fine in Ontario because we're far enough away from any major open water.
Yeah, well, you got the St. Lawrence can get you.
Well, yeah, but that's a very narrow channel for anything to walk down there to finally get to us. It's still going to take a long time to get there.
Yeah, that's true. I don't think probably the Japanese are coming in rowboats when they come, though. You know what I mean? They'll probably be trickier than that. I would but probably time machines, I would imagine.
If they just the Canadian fucking border with guns and bombs in hand, and Trudeau would be like, "Come on in."
Yeah, and then he'll apologize to them. Yeah, but they were money. You know what they could? All they have to do though is send over a new fucking Nintendo. Send over a free Nintendo, and everyone's secretly a bomb. We'll eat that shit up. Put Zelda on it. We'll all buy it.
Yeah.
We'll all run down to Best Buy and get a free Nintendo or a robot dog. Make a new robot dog and send it over. And nobody can say no to a robot dog. We love that shit. If everyone was a bomb, a little tiny personalized nuclear bomb, oh, they can fuck us right up. I'm just giving them ideas now, huh? Come in. I was going to say, you're starting to feed them fucking ideas now, buddy. I'm ready for a good idea. Sue me this in. I don't know what I'm saying. Come in this way. Come in. That's a little Japanese for you because I love you guys. I think Akihito's a pimp, just so you know. I always did. I wasn't a big fan of his dad, but Akihito, he's balling.
I'm a fan of their knives.
I'm a fan of everything. I actually just read a great interview with my favorite writer, who's Japanese, his name's Haruki Murakami. Read a great interview with him. He's not popular in Japan, but he's popular everywhere else around the world. Just a fantastic writer. But yeah, they make good shit. Knives, the Sobakawa pillow. Sushi. Teppanyaki. Sushi. That's
massage, Japanese massage.
The Transformers. Shiatsu is the one you're thinking of, I think.
Thank you. Shiatsu. Ninjas.
They made ninjas. How cool are ninjas? Ninjas still exist. That's a cool fucking thing.
There's a town in Japan that is the birthplace of ninjas, and they're actually putting out offers. They will pay you to live there if you are a ninja or wish to train to become a ninja, so that you can be there for a tourist.
Well, do you have to have? I guess you would have to have some sort of training already. Like that can't just be for anyone who wants to be a ninja. Because I tell you right now, I want to be a fucking ninja.
Well, I think they're getting pretty desperate. I think they'd be willing to train.
Because I do. Like, I would love to be. If you could put that on a resume. Like, oh, I see you worked at Bed Bath & Beyond. Yeah, I did that for a while. Yeah, then I went into construction for a bit. And, yeah, by the way, I'm a ninja.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking dope.
That's pretty, like, do you have a driver's license? No, but I am a ninja. Like that, even at parties, like that's just awesome. Hey, what do you do? Ninja. Professional ninja. Really? Yeah, that's a fucking thing, I bet.
Professional ninja. That's amazing.
How cool would that be, right? Like, I work at Microsoft. Yeah, I'm a fucking ninja. I can fucking ninja your ass right now, but I don't.
I could murder your family and you wouldn't even know it till the morning.
That's a cool motherfucker right there. That's the best thing. Or that thing where they slice you in half and you don't realize it. Yeah. That's my favorite thing in a movie, when they cut a guy from his shoulder to his waist and he doesn't know, and he's standing there like, I win, and then he falls in half. That's always my favorite thing.
That is pretty funny.
I want to learn that. Can they teach us that?
I would learn that skill.
Figure out.
I would utilize it on a daily basis if I could.
Throwing stars are stupid. I always thought those are stupid. They don't work ever. And nunchucks are kind of dumb. I never saw the point of those.
Yeah, they do more damage to the user than they do to anybody else.
Yeah, well, you have to get really close to dump somebody with those.
Yeah, exactly.
But they make a good defensive weapon. Like I want to be the guy who stops the bullets with the nunchuck. You got a machine gun, but I can stop all your bullets with my fucking nunchucks because I'm a ninja.
Or be like Bruce Lee and win a ping pong tournament using nunchucks.
Oh, did he really do that?
You ever seen that?
No, I've never seen that. That sounds sick.
YouTube it.
I will.
It's the coolest fucking video in the world. He actually beat a professional ping pong fucking player.
Bruce Lee was awesome.
Yeah.
Bruce Lee was not Japanese, though, as far as I know.
No. No, he wasn't. But that's okay, because close enough.
I want you to look at this. Find out the answer to that for me. Can anyone become a ninja, or do you have to be trained? Or, like, I know in the day, there's a certain type of samurai who got to be a ninja. if I can be a ninja, I will put all my eggs in that basket. Hands down. I will be the podcasting ninja.
Hang on. Town needs 9 ninjas.
Why don't you put that in your event calendar, Milton?
Yeah, right.
You get some response if you're known as Milton, the town that needs ninjas.
Okay, wait, here's the article. I just brought it up. Hang on. Small Japanese city is facing a ninja shortage, even with salaries as high as $85,000.
What?
Yep.
I thought they just did it for like honor and shit.
No.
85 large. Now, is that a good salary in Japan? I don't know. I haven't kept up that. That's probably a fairly good living in Japan. Middle class, anyway.
Let me see here. Each year, the city of about 100,000 swells by about 30,000 as tourists come to experience the annual Ninja Festival.
See, I feel like even if 85,000 wasn't a good wage, if you're a fucking ninja, you probably don't go without things very often. You know, you're a fucking ninja. You're in whatever you want because you're a ninja.
Trying to see what it says here.
It's just every year it's Tom Cruise and a bunch of meatheads from that TV show.
Yeah, there's already a ninja museum there, and they want to turn Old City Hall into a second ninja museum.
Well, you can never, like, one ninja museum is never going to be enough. You know what I mean? Like, if I went to a town and only had one ninja museum, I would be like, this needs a second ninja museum.
Hello, Kitty. So you'd have to be a ninja performer.
You have to have some previous skills.
Well, it says here, ninja is not an inheritable class. Without severe training, nobody could become a ninja. That's why they have silently disappeared in history.
Right. Just like carnies. Good carnies. Same thing. Circus, fair people, travel around. Give out teddy bears for rig games. Same thing. They're like the ninjas of the carnival world. So
it doesn't say anything specific about having.
But you gotta have some skills.
A race or something.
Because you're probably gonna need to fight. Like you said, there's 30,000 people show up every year thinking they're fucking ninjas. There's probably some cool ass fights that go on in this town.
Oh, I'd have to assume so. Yeah, he's gonna be a performer, be a ninja, and chop shit down.
Because they're gonna want to one up each other. I gotta see this. Where does it say where in the country it is?
Hang on.
4 islands.
Yeah.
4 distinct islands. Very different from each other. Just give me like a north or south if you can.
It is. The city of Iga, I-G-A.
I-G-A would be Iga.
I guess.
Iga.
They're 280 miles from Tokyo, in central Japan.
Oh wow! Okay, 280 miles. That's quite a trek.
That's a bit of a distance. Yeah.
Not in Japan because they got that bullet train. Like that does 280 miles in a split second. 4 seconds will do that.
Yeah.
Don't look up that number. You don't have to. It's right. 280 miles in 4 seconds. That's right. And you see the people that I want to be one of those guys that jams the people on the train. That's a fun job. Those guys enjoy. If you see those guys with the white gloves,
I have seen them.
Cram as many people in their train as they can. Those guys like their life. I guarantee it. That's fun. That's a good time all day long. Just cram and just fucking get in there. In the middle of the Japanese, the tiny people, right? Cram them in every little corner.
Yeah, and they actually have the conductors that stand outside and push them in.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Those guys that are pushing you in with the right gloves, they're some happy guys. They go home satisfied every day. I guarantee. That's a fun job.
talk about getting your aggressions out all day. It'd be great.
Exactly, right? And you can't argue with them. They don't even look at you. They just push you. I would love to do that all day long. Just cram little Japanese people into a fucking doorway all day long. That probably I bet you that's about $80,000 too. I forget if you look that up. I guarantee it is. You know what's fucked up about Japan? And this is absolutely true. I lost you. There's a certain statistic. I don't know what it is anymore. Of people who get killed by trains from bowing, because they bow and they hit their heads, and then they fall and get hit by trains. That's a thing that still fucking happens. It's like 3 a year or something. Like they were thinking about like trying to change the bowing, like not bow anymore. Because they still do that. That's still the thing that they have to do. And they're trying to like put out public service announcements so like, hey, don't bow at a train station. That's a real thing. That's a really real thing. That's not like all the other real things tonight. That one's real. That's actually real. That's funny. Yeah, I want to be that guy. I want to be the train crammer conductor guy. That's what I'm gonna do as my day job while I'm ninja training.
You're gonna stuff people into trains and then slice them up.
What a satisfying job, just shoving little people in a train all day. Seeing how many you can fit. You know they overdo it every time. Why would you not?
That'd be my goal.
Yeah, well, of course. You want to do better by one every train that pulled up. And there's always a guy you're competing with. His name's Hakiru. Yeah. And every day, you and Hakiru show up and you just fucking glare at each other from your lockers. Slowly pull on your white gloves. And just fucking you get out there. I'm going to show Hakiru today. Oh, I'm sorry. And you're just shoving him in. Get in there. Oh, sir, I could get in the fucking... Oh. That's fun. That's good times.
Good times written all over.
Fucking take that, Akira. I got 300 in this one doorway.
Oh, man. No, I got to get going. I'm fucking tired. I got to work tomorrow.
That was just stuff under the windshield wiper. It doesn't count. I love everyone in Japan. Please don't take offense to the silly guy Jim being silly. This was a real fun podcast. Thanks, Gord, for this. And everybody, all you nice poor bastards out there, take care of each other.
Have a good night, everybody.
Have a good night. That's not like you.
Yeah, well, this cat has inspired me to be nice, so I guess that's what I have to do.
That's cool. I actually took, I'm going to stop this from recording.
You didn't have to be this way, you wanted different. Said the different was good, and now you know better. Be careful what you wish for. You wish that you could. It was easy to blame us until you became us. Tell me, baby, did it hurt when you fell to earth? Now you've had to face life. What did it taste like? Tell me, baby, did it hurt when you fell to earth? Be careful with that, boss. Don't lose your finger, but you might lose your mind. I wish you'd have listened. I could have been